Good evening. Over the years, we have introduced you to some dedicated scouts who live by a code of conduct that follows the Scout Oath and Scout Law, a code that shapes their character, that strengthens their belief in God and dedication to country, that gives them a desire to be of service to others and to think of others before themselves. And along the way, they develop leadership skills that help prepare them for life. Tonight, we introduce you to 3 young people who are making a difference in the lives of others and have a bright future.
Can you show me 2 ways that you can communicate with people? Okay, that's a nonverbal, and what is that?
Sean Douglas and his mom Ashley spend time every week with his scout book. Here they're learning about communication.
Can you look at me and make a funny face?
Ashley says there's never a dull moment, that Sean and scouts just click. You can tell that in this very serious picture of Pack 101 that meets at Kingston Elementary, where Sean is a bear cub and has been involved in his pack since being a tiger cub.
I've always wanted to try to do stuff with him, to get out of the house and not be sitting around doing stuff and just be active.
And Cub Scouting is a way to do that.
It is, it very is.
It wears you out, I imagine.
Sometimes it does. On my honor.
On my honor.
Sean's mother says learning the Scout Oath and Scout Law has changed him.
He's become a lot more understanding and compassionate and helpful towards other people. He always has been, but he's come up with ideas of wanting to help people out.
It was last August when Blount County Deputy Kenny Moats was killed in the line of duty when a little boy who lived in another county was profoundly touched. Here's what he did. With his allowance money, he bought pizzas and took them to deputies in his county on Labor Day weekend.
So I decided to raise up some money and buy pizza, breadsticks, cookies, soda, water, ice, plates, napkins.
And you took all of this to the Roane County Sheriff's Department.
Yes, I did.
What was their reaction when they saw you coming with all these goodies?
They were very happy, and I hope they enjoyed the pizza and rest of the stuff.
Sean's mom says he was affected by the shooting and wanted to show his support. With that act of kindness, a good deed, the deputies wanted to show their thanks to him.
They had collected up money so they could maybe buy Sean a new bicycle. And I told them that I didn't want Sean to think that every time he did a good deed that he was going to get something like a new toy in return for that.
A compromise was reached. Sean received a gift certificate from the deputies, and with that money and other dollars raised, he bought crayons and coloring books and took them to Children's Hospital in Knoxville just before Christmas.
He also found books at his Mimi and Papa's that he doesn't read, and he knew that the children at Children's Hospital that were there would want some books to read also.
And he's how old?
He is 8.
So your generosity has really helped a lot of people this year, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
And what do you think about that personally?
I think I did very good.
Sean Douglas, the Great Smoky Mountain Council's Cub Scout of the Year. What's this?
Jeeps, off-road.
Here's another scout named Sean Halstead. His friends, however, call him Moose. He's a 10th grader at Catholic High School in Knoxville. Behind us are off-road racing vehicles. Racing them is a non-scout activity, but it was mountain bike racing that led to his passion for these motorized vehicles.
I like working on them as much as I like driving them, and I hope to make a career out of building parts for them someday.
In his dad's garage are Sean's racing bikes, a whole bunch of them.
So it's a cyclocross bike, so it's got drop bars like a road bike would.
He knows the technology and science behind all of his bikes. He's good at racing them too. At Camp Buck Tom's, he's the cycling merit badge counselor. Moose is competitive, has entered in races all across East Tennessee as one of the youngest entrants, and placed near the top in several statewide competitions. First place Pinewood Derby 2009. Is this where the love for racing started?
Sorta, yeah. Felt great, really good. I was really proud of that Pinewood Derby car, for sure.
There have been other proud moments for his parents along the way, who have supported Moose throughout his scouting trail that began as a tiger cub. What's this adventure in scouting been like?
Great, been great.
His ambitious Eagle Scout project, building a supply shed at South Knox Elementary School, kept him and fellow members of Troop 20 from 1st Cumberland Presbyterian busy for several days.
One key thing about leadership that a lot of people don't realize until they're kind of put in that situation is tends to be stressful.
At Philmont Scout Ranch last summer, as a crew leader for his trek, Moose learned a lot about leadership and how to handle stress.
If you walk through, a high school, you can tell who's a Boy Scout and who's not, because the way their mannerisms, their character, the way they talk, everything's different.
The way they treat other people, teachers,
Yep.
fellow students,
Yep.
young girls,
Yep.
and mom and dad.
Yep.
Eagle Scout Sean Moose Halstead, our Boy Scout of the Year. At the Summit Bechtel National Scout Reserve in West Virginia, we met Venture Scout Eric O'Reilly in 2015 when he participated in the first ever STEM Scout adventure at the Summit. You're seeing how science works in the outdoors. How does that make a difference?
It makes you get a new view on it, new view on how things are built.
Go, go, go!
That experience at the Summit helped him understand the science and technology, engineering and math behind activities offered at the reserve, providing him a better understanding of how things go.
This first picture right here is from our trip up in 2015 to the Summit. We're at one of the points called the Lookout Point.
Eric is a member of Venture Crew 101. The L&N STEM Academy graduate and now a college sophomore received quite an adventure at Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico, where he and others took part in the original 2013 STEM Trek. For several years, Eric has performed triple duty as a traditional scout, STEM scout, and venturer, learning quite a few leadership skills along the way.
It showed me what it means to be a leader, what kind of steps I need to take to become a leader, what it's like to be a leader in both non-stressful and stressful situations.
Eric not only earned the Eagle Award, but the Venture Scout Silver Award as well. It's venturing's equivalent to the Eagle Award. You can say he's a double eagle, a rare find. His goal is an ambitious one.
I've been looking heavily into pursuing aerospace engineering.
That's easy. Eric O'Reilly, the Council's Venture Scout of the Year. 3 outstanding young people, Sean, Moose, and Eric. We honor them tonight for the lives they have touched, what they have accomplished, and what they will achieve in the future. Thank you for your support.